Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Specimen Paper 2, which is a non-calculator extended for examination from 2025 onwards. Let's start with the first question. Calculators must not be used in this paper. It's a non-calculator paper, right? Number one, work out this. So it means we have 0.01, we have to times it by 0.01. So it is twice its times. So 1 times 1, we have 1, right? And how many decimal place? 1, 2, 3, 4. So count the 4 decimal place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this 1. So we have, the answer should be in 4 decimal place. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 digit after the decimal place. So the answer is 0.000 and 1. So there are 4 digits after the decimal. Question number 2, write this number correct to 4 significant figures. Okay, so 4 significant figures are 1, 2, 3, and 4 till this point. These are the 4 significant figures. So we have 9, and 9 is the number that is going to be round, right? So the next digit is also 9. It is more than 5. So we have to round up in 9. So 9 becomes 10. So if 9 becomes 10, so it means 1 and 0. So in 3, we have to add 1 and 9 becomes 0. So it's 4 and 0, it becomes 40. So 57.40. 57.39. This is going to be round, and this is 57.40. Question number 3, Amy changes 250 euros into dollars. The exchange rate is 1 euro is $1.10. Calculate the number of dollars Amy receives. Okay, 250 euros. So if 1 euro is this much, what is 250 euros? 250 euros is in terms of dollars, that is 250 times by 1.10, right? Let me do this. 2, 5, 0, 1, 1, and 0. So 0 times table is 0, and then 1 times table is 0, 5, and 2. Again, 1 times table we have 0, 5, and 2. Let me add them up. So it's 0, 0, 5, 7, and 2. Okay, so in the question we have in 2 decimal place, so answer must be in 2 decimal place. So these are the 2 digits after the decimal point. So this is $275. Question number 4, the diagram shows 2 triangle ABD and ADC. Okay, now BDC is a straight line. AB equals to AC. All right, so this is a straight line if this angle height and this side is same. When in the triangle ABC, AB and AC is same, so this is an isosceles triangle. When 2 sides are same, 2 angles are same, it means if this angle is 61, this angle is also 61 degrees, right? Angle AB and D is 61, so this angle is also 61, and that angle is 81 degrees. Work out the angle DA and C. DA and C, this angle we have to work out. Okay, that is pretty simple. Consider this triangle. Triangle A, D, and C. We have the 2 angles. We can easily find out the third by using sum of all angles of a triangle add up to 180. So we can say angle A plus angle D is 81, angle C is 61, and their sum is 180 degree. What is 81 and 61? 1 plus 1 is 2, and 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1 and 4. So 142. Angle A plus 142 degrees. This is equals to 180 degrees. So angle A becomes, from 180 degrees, we have to subtract 142 degrees. Let me do this. So 180 and 142. Do the subtraction. It's 0. From 8, it's 7, and 10. From 10 take away 2 is just 8. 7 take away 4, 5, 6, 7, it's 3, and 1 take away 1 is 0. So that angle is 38 degrees. All right. Question number 5, we have to convert 0.17 meter square into centimeter square. Okay, remember the conversion between meters and centimeter. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters, right? 1 meter whole square equals to 100 centimeter whole square. 1 square is 1. We have a meter square. This is equals to 100 times 100 centimeter square, right? So what about this much meter square? So we can multiply both sides by 0.17 meter square. This is 0.17 multiply by, okay, it's 1. We have 4 zeros, 1 2 3 and 4. We have centimeter square. Since there are 4 zeros, we have to move the decimal point 4 units to the right side. So 0.17 times 1 0 0 0 0, 4 zeros, 1 2 3 and 4 over here. So in the middle we have 2 zeros. So this means we have 1700 centimeter square, 1700. Right. Question number 6. The mass of a solid metal cuboid is 4 kilograms. The volume of a cuboid is 600 centimeter square. Calculate the density of the metal, giving your answer in grams per centimeter cube. Density is mass over volume. So we have given the mass and we have given the volume. Mass and the volume, we have to calculate the density. So the density is, the mass should be in grams and the volume should be in centimeter square, but this is in kilograms. So we have to convert kilograms into grams. We know that 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 grams. What is 4 kilograms? 4 kilograms is obviously 4000 grams, right? So the density is mass over volume. The mass is 4000 grams and the volume is 600 centimeter cube. Zeros cancel with 0, this zeros cancel with 0, so we have 40 over 66 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, what is 40 over 6? Let me convert this into simplest form. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4 and 0, that is 20 by 3. 20 by 3, or we can say, if we can convert it into mixed number, 3 times 6 is 18, 19, 22 by 3. Yes, 6 2 by 3, this is the right answer, or you can keep this answer like 20 over 3. Question number 7, we have u and v. Number A, find u minus 2v. U minus 2v, this is u is 3 minus 2 minus 2 into v is negative 12 and 5. Okay, so 3 and minus 2, and we have minus 2 times 12 is 24, negative 24, and 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, in the next step we can do 3 minus minus 24 and minus 2 minus 10. This is 3 plus 24 basically. So 3 plus 24, 24, 25, 26 and 27. This is 27 and this is negative of 12. Now for part B, find the magnitude of the vector v. So magnitude of the vector v is basically the square root of the square of the x component plus the square of the y component and the square root. As we know that 12 square is 144 and 5 square is 25. Let me add them up. 144 and 25 is 9, 4, 5, 6 and 1. 169 is the square root is 13. It's a perfect number, so that is 13. Question number 8, the diagram shows a semicircle with the diameter 9 centimeter. It is a semicircle and its diameter is 9 centimeter. So the radius of that semicircle is half of the diameter, which is 9 by 2, right? Calculate the total parameter of this semicircle. The total parameter means this side and this side. Give your answer in exact form. Okay, so the total parameter of the semicircle is basically the diameter and this circumference, right? So we know that circumference of semicircle is pi r. because the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, and for semicircle 2 pi r, half of 2 pi r is just pi and r. So what is the radius? Pi, and the radius is 9 by 2. Okay, this is 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8, and 1 is left, and 0 2 times 5 is 10, 4.5 pi. Right, now we can say the total parameter is of the semicircle is the diameter, which is 9, and the circumference, which is 4.5 pi. This is the total parameter in terms of centimeter. 9 plus 4.5 pi. Question number 9, in the sequence T1, T2, T3, T4, find T5 and Tn. All right. So for T5, let's check 17 and 12. In 17 and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. When we subtract 5 in 17, we will get 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In 12, when we subtract 5, we will get 7. And in 7, when we subtract 5, we will get 2. Okay, T5. In 2, we subtract 5, and that would be negative of 3. So every time we are subtracting 5. For Tn, it is a linear sequence, you can see, or we can say the first difference is constant. So this is the arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression, we can say. So for arithmetic progression, the nth term is a n equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Right, a is the first term, that is 17, plus n minus 1, d is the common difference, which is negative 5. So we have 17 minus 5 n plus 5. In 17, when we add 5, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that is 22 minus 5n. 22 minus 5n. Right. Question number 10, we have to work out, give you an answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. As a mixed number. So first convert the mixed number into improper fraction. 3 times 2 would be 6, and 6 plus 2 would be 8 over 3, plus 3 times 2 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7 over 2. 2 times 3, 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, yes. Okay, the denominator is different, so we have to make the same denominators first. So how can we do this? We have to multiply this fraction by 2 and multiply this fraction by 3. By opposite denominators we have to multiply, right? 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 times 7 is 21 over 3 times 2 is 6. Now the denominators are same, we have to add the numerators, which is 16 and 21. So 6 plus 1 is 7 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So it is 37 over 6. 37 by 6 is in the simplest form, but we have to find the answer mixed number in its simplest form, right? So 6 times 6 is 36, plus 1 is 37 over 6. Question number 11, find the value of 64 to the power 2 by 3. Okay, 64. Okay, so 64 is 8 times 8 is 64. 4 cube is also 64. 4 cube is 64 to the power 2 by 3. So to get rid of this 3 and 3, I have to choose 4. But if we have 2 in the denominator, so we have to pick 8, because 8 square is 64. So 2 and 2 powers are cancelled out. Now we have 4 square, that is equals to 16. Right. Question number 12, work out, give your answer in its standard form. Okay, so for number A, we have to multiply 7.1 times by 2 and the 2. So that is 7.1 multiply by 2 and multiply 10 to the power minus 15 times 10 to the power 3. Okay, let's do this. 7.1 times by 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. And 1 decimal place, the answer is 14.2. This is 14.2 times. When the bases are same, we can add the exponents. From negative 15, when we take away 3, that is negative 12, 13, 14, and 15. Yes, it's negative of 12. Okay, now to find the answer in standard form, it's move the decimal point 1 unit to the right. So it becomes 1.42 times 10 to the power. When we are moving to the right, it means we have to add 1 in this power. So when we are moving to the left side, so it's add. When we are moving to the right, it's subtract. So adding 1, it's negative of 11, but because we are moving to the left, so we have to add. Moving to part B, it's the addition. So we can say 5.2 plus 5.2. Okay, so for this, it's in addition. I thought it is in multiplication. The first one is in multiplication, so we can do it. Okay, so if I can make the same exponents, right? So it is 5.2 times 10 to the power 7, and plus the other exponent. If I add 1, you can see when we add something, we have to move the decimal point to the left. So this decimal point is also moved to the left. 0.52 times 10 to the power 7. Now we have the same powers, right? So we can do 5.2 plus 0.52 multiply 10 to the power 7 is common from these two, right? 5.2, 0.5 and 2. So this is 2, this is 7, 5, 6, 7, and this is 5. So 5.72 times 10 to the power 7, that is the answer. Or you can also convert both to the power of 6 as well. So this is also to the power of 6 by subtracting 1 and moving 1 decimal point to the right side. Yeah, and at the end you have to find the answer in the standard form by putting 5 point of something, not 57.2, right? Question number 13. Find the number of sides of a regular polygon with the interior angle is 162. So we have the formula, measure of each interior angle of a regular polygon, which is 162 degree, and it has a formula, number of sides minus 2 times by 180 degree divide by the number of sides, right? So now we have to find out the number of side, which is n. So cross multiplication, 162n equals to 180n minus 2 times 180 is 360. Okay, so 360 moved over here, and 180 degree n, 180 minus 162 moved over here. 162 is on the left side and 360 on the right side. So from 180, if we take away 162, what is this? It's 7 and it's 10. 10 take away 2 is 8. 7 take away 6 is just 1. So it is 18. 18n would be equals to 360 degrees. So what is n? N is 360 divided by 18, right? So we have to convert this into simplest form. Okay, so 2 times table 2 times 9 is 18, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 8 is 16, and 0. Now 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 6 is 18, and 0. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, and 0. So n value is just 20. Number of sides are 20. Question number 14. The range, mod, median, and mean of 5 positive integers are all equals to 10, right? It means the range, the mod, the median, and the mean of 5 positive integers, they are total 5 integers and they're all positive, are equals to 10. Okay, find one possible set of these 5 integers. Okay, so let's find one set of all these 5 integers. Keep in mind all 5 integers are positive, right? Range is a difference between the lower and the higher number. Mod is the most repeated frequency. Median is the middle number. And mean is sum of all 5 integers divided by 5. That would be the mean. Okay, so let's work on the range. Which two numbers? If the mod, it's 10, so it means the mod should be 10. The most repeated frequency is 10. So you can take 10 twice or thrice, not just once, right? Okay, so the 10 is fixed, means the two integers, or we can say, let's say 3 integers are 10. Mod is 10, 10, and 10. The 3 integers are 10, let's say. Mod is 10. These two integers we have to find 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5. The first and the last integer let's work on. So the mod is the most repeated frequency, which is 10. Median is the middle number, which is 10. So it means mod is done, median is done. Let's work on the mean and the range. Mean means we have to sum all the 5 and divide it by 5, we will get 10. Means the sum of all 5 must be 50, and 50 divided by 5 give you the 10, right? Okay, how can I make the sum 50? So it's 10, 10, 10, that is 30. So what two numbers add up to make the sum 50? Okay, and keep in mind the range should be, the difference between the higher and lower should be equals to 10 as well. Okay, so if I have the higher number, let's say 15, and the lower is 5. So from 15 take away 5, the range is 10. And in 15 we add 5, it's 20, and this is 30, so it's 50. 50 divided by 5, it's 10. Yes, these are the first set of integers: 5, 10, 10, 10, and 15. These are the simplest one. So let me write down mod is the most repeated value, that is 10, or median is the middle number, that is 10. Middle number is also 10. And range is the difference between the higher one is 15 and the lower one is 5. The difference of 15 and 5, that is 10. And we can say the mean is left. Yes, mean is sum of all numbers 5, 10, 10, 10, and 15, and divided by the total numbers are 5. This is 50 divided by 5, and that is also 10. So this is one possible set of 5 positive integers which satisfy all the conditions that mod, median, range, and mean must be 10. There can be others as well, so you can try others as well, but this is the one possible set. Question number 15. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T onto triangle A. T onto A. Okay, so the T is over here in this way. Okay, when I rotate this, okay, this pointed one is the thumb side and this is the finger side, not the thumb side now. So when we do the clockwise, anti-clockwise rotation, it is not possible. So the pointed one is on the finger side and the other one is on the thumb one. The pointed one must be on the finger. Yes, so that is the rotation, and the rotation is clockwise and it's 90 degree. Let's find out the center of rotation. So the transformation is a rotation. The rotation is 90 degree and it is clockwise, because when we are doing anti-clockwise, you can see this pointed one, the thumb side, and this the finger side. So here you are getting the opposite one. This is the thumb side and that is the finger side. So this is not the anti-clockwise, this is the clockwise rotation, when you have to rotate this side and you will get that one, right? Now let's find out the center of rotation. Center of rotation. Okay, so let's work on the center of rotation. So to find the center of rotation, there are many other methods, because if you have a tracing paper in exam, you can use that method. That is pretty easy, but most of the students complain in the comment section that they do not have the tracing paper. So how can we find out the center of rotation? Okay, now the easiest way to find the center of rotation, you have to connect the corresponding vertices, right? So this vertex and its corresponding point is this. Let me connect these two. Okay, now we have to find out their perpendicular bisector of this. So what is the perpendicular bisector of this? I guess that is the perpendicular bisector, 90 degree, right? Now connect the rest of the two. Let's say this is connecting with this side. and again find out their perpendicular bisector. And the third vertex you have to connect as well. Right. Sorry, let me draw the perpendicular bisector with the green. I guess that one is wrong. Okay, so what I did the first with the first, this line, right? Let me draw the perpendicular bisector of this line. You can use the protractor. You have the protractor given in your exam. Okay. This line, its perpendicular bisector is this, and the mid from this midpoint. Okay, that is the perpendicular bisector. Okay, now this point and this point, draw their perpendicular bisector is the same. Yes, that is it has, because these are two parallel lines that they have the same perpendicular bisector, and these 2 points draw their perpendicular bisector. Okay, this and connect. Okay, this point. This is a perpendicular bisector. So as you can see, all the 3 perpendicular bisector passes through this point, 4 and 3. So that is the center of rotation. X is 4 and Y is 3. So whenever you have to find the center of rotation, you have to connect the corresponding coordinates or the corresponding vertices, and then you have to draw the perpendicular bisector, and where all the 3 perpendicular bisector intersect, that would be the center of rotation. Question number 16. A student measures the height at centimeter of each of 400 plants. Number 8. The cumulative frequency diagram shows the result. Okay, use the diagram to find an estimate for number 1, the median. Okay, the median has a formula which is half of the value, half of 400 plants, because the total are 400. So we have to find 200th value. What is the value at 200th in centimeter, right? Let me find this out. Corresponding to 200. Okay. So that's the point 30. That is 30 centimeter, you can see. Okay, now for second point, the interquartile range. Interquartile range is the difference between the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Okay, what is upper quartile? Upper quartile is basically 3 by 4 of 400. And the lower quartile is 1 by 4 of the 400. The total is 400 basically. Okay, so what is 3 by 4 of 400? So 400 divided by 4, which is 100. 100 times by 3 is 300th value we have to calculate, and we have to do 100 value. 100th value and 300th value, right? And do their difference. Okay, so where is 100? We have 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 90, 100, and 110. Okay. So these 5 blocks are basically for 40, right? And 40 divided by the 5 blocks means each block is 8. So we have to add 8 in each block. Here is 100. We have to find the 100th and the 300th value. So in 80, we have to add 8. So this is 88, and then adding 8 is 96. And then adding 8 is 104. This is 104. So this in the middle is 100. Yes. This point in the middle. What is that point? Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. It's 17. 100th value is 17. 17th value is 100th value. Where is 300? 300 is in the middle of 280 and 320. In 280, when we add 8, which is 288, and then adding 8 is 296. Okay, and then adding 8 is 304. So in the middle, 300 lies over here. in the middle of these two lines. All right. Okay, and this should be in the middle. Yeah, that's it. Okay, 32, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37. This is 37 and 17. The upper quartile is 37 and the lower quartile is 17. From 37 take away 17, which is just 20 centimeter is the interquartile range. Now for part 3, the 80th percentile. For 80th percentile, we have the formula that is 80 over 100 times by the number of values, which are 400 plants. Zeros are cancelled with zeros. It's 80 times 4. So 80 times by 4, 4 times 8 is 32 and 0. So 3/20th value we have to calculate for the 80th percentile. So here is 3/20th values. Then let me find out what is the answer for 3/20th value. What is the height corresponding to this value? Okay. This is in the middle, 38, 39 and 40. So this is 39 centimeter, you can see. Right. Now for part 4, the number of plants with a height greater than 60 centimeter. Height more than 60 centimeter. We have to find the number of plants. The height is 60 centimeter. Okay. The number of plants we have to calculate. This is in the middle. Okay, so total are 400 plants, right? And this number is 6. Okay, it's 360 plus 8 is 368, but it is in the middle, so it's 364 basically. So 3, 6 in the middle, 4 we can say, yeah. So 400 take away 364. So it's 3, it's 10, now it's 9, it's 10, 10 take away 4 is 6, 9 take away 6 is 3, and we have 0. So 36 plants have height greater than 60 centimeters. So what we have to do, we have to find at what is the value when the height is 60 centimeters. So this is 60 and centimeter. So we have to find the value corresponding to this commutative frequency diagram, right? And from the total, we have to subtract that value and you will get the number of plants. Now for part B, the heights are also shown in the frequency table. The height and the frequency. Complete the histogram to show this information. For histogram, we need the frequency density and the heights as well. So the heights are between 0 to 20. When the height is between 0 to 20, the frequency density is 6. So we have to calculate the frequency densities because frequency density has the formula which is frequency divided by the class width, right? So we have the frequencies f. What is the class width of this interval? We have to find the class width. 20 minus 0, 20 is the class width. 20 and 30, 10 is the class width. 30 and 40, 10 is the class width. 40 and 80, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So 40 is the class width, right? Now let me calculate the frequency densities by doing frequency over the class width. 120 divided by 20. This is 80 over 10. Frequency is 124 over 10 and 76 over 40, right? So simplify this to 0 is cancelled with 0. 2 times 6 is 12, that is 6. So this is already done, the first one. 0 is cancelled with 0, that is 8 for this interval. So it's 10. So it means we have, it's 1 0, so 1 decimal points, 12.4. Okay, so we have to calculate this one now. Okay, let me convert this into simplest form. 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 1 is 4 because 4 times 2 is 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 36. 4 times 9 is 36. So it is 19 over 10. So 19 over 10 is 1.9. Yes, this is 1.9. So these are the frequency densities. The 6 is already done. Next frequency density is 8 between 20 to 30. So this is 20 and 30, that is 8. Okay, let me draw this one. It's 8 between 20 and 30. Yeah, that's 8. Okay, the next is 30 and 40. It is 12.4. 30 to 40, this is 12. The 12 is over here. And what is 12.4? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so 12 and 14, the difference is 2. Okay, and each block is 5. So 5 divided by 2, it's 2.5, means each block is 2.5. Okay, in 12.4 we have to find. In 12, when we add 2.5, sorry, I messed up, it's not 2.5 obviously. In 12, when we add 2, it's 14.5. So this is basically 2 by 5, because the difference between 12 and 14 is 2, and the total are 5 blocks. 2 by 5 is 0.4. So 12.4 is the next block. Between 30 and 40 it is. Okay. Okay, the last height is left between 40 and 80. It is 1.9. 40 to 80, it's 1.9. So it is 0, 0.4, 0.8, 0.8, adding 4 is 0.12. So where is 1.9? It's 2. This is 0.4, 0.8, and 1.2. 1.6. 1.9 is little bit below 2. Slightly below 2. Okay. Question number 17. The diagram shows a cyclic quadrilateral A, B, C, D. A, B, C, and D. This is a cyclic quadrilateral. BD, B to D, and AC intersect at X. Alright, number A, angle BAD, BA and this D. So this angle is 74 degrees, and angle BCA, BC and A. This angle is 34 degrees. Right, number 1, find the angle BDA. Where is BDA? B, D, and A. This angle we have to find. All right. Okay, so let me use the concepts of the cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, so the angle BDA is subtended by the arc AB, and the angle BCA are also subtended by the arc AB. So both the angles are same. If this is 34, this angle is also 34 degrees. So that angle is 34 degrees, we can say. Okay, now for the second part, angle B, C, and D. Where is B, C, D? B, C, and D. This whole angle we have to calculate. All right. So for this, we know that opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180, right? So the opposite angles are 74 degrees plus the angle C. They are add up to 180 degree. What is that angle C, which is from 180 degree? We have to subtract 74 degrees, right? Let me do the calculation. 180 take away 74. Okay, we have 7, and from 10 take away 4 is 6. 7 take away 7 is 0, and we have 1. So 106 is that. Whole angle is 106. 106 degrees, right? Now for the third part, angle ABD. A, B, and D. This angle we have to calculate. All right. Consider the triangle ADB, ABD, this triangle. This angle is 74, this is 34. We can find out the third angle by doing sum of all angles of a triangle add up to 180. First angle is 74. The other one is 34 plus angle B. This sum is equals to 180 degrees. So So angle B is 180 degree. Take away the sum of these two angles. What is the sum? Which is 74 and 34. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 7, 8, 9, 10, 108. So from 180, we have to subtract 108. Okay, 180, 108. A subtraction, 7 is over here. From 10 take away 8 is 2, 7 take away 0, 0, 1 take away 1. 72 degrees is that angle. Now for part B, in the diagram, triangle ADX. Where is ADX? A, D, and X. This triangle, all right, is similar to the triangle BCX. This triangle BCX. This one and this one. These two are the similar triangles. BC is given, AD is given, and CX is given. BC is 4.5. B to C. This length is 4.5 centimeters. B to C. AD is 9. A to D. This is 9. Okay. And C to X is 3.3. CX, this is 3.3. All right. We have to work out X to D. X to D, this length we have to work out. Let me draw these two similar triangles separately. ADX and BCX, yes. To visualize the situation. Okay. And this one is the first triangle, which is A, D, and X. All right. This angle is 34 degrees. Okay, this side is 9. We have to find D to X, and we don't know AX as well. The other triangle, okay, that's the other one. And this is B, this is X, and this is C. This length is 4.5, this length is 3.3, and this angle is also 34 degrees. All right. So these two triangles are similar. We have to find the length of D to X. Okay, so this angle opposite side is AX. This angle opposite side is DX, BX, sorry. So the ratio of these two sides, because first let me explain the concept of the similar triangles. When two triangles are similar, the ratio of their corresponding sides are equal, right? Okay, so this side and this side is unknown. So DA and BC, the ratio of these two sides. Okay, the DA is 9 and the ratio of the other side is 4.5. This would be equals to the corresponding side DX over the corresponding side is 3.3. Let me solve for dx. Dx would be 9 over 4.5 and multiply by 3.3. Basically, we are multiplying by 3.3 on both sides to get dx, right? Okay, let me do the calculation. 33, we are doing times by 9. 9 times 3 is 27, which is 2 and 7. 9 times 3 is 27, 28 and 29, and this is one decimal place. So this is 29.7 over 4.5. All right. Okay, first we have to get rid of one decimal place, moving the one decimal point over here, one decimal point over here. This is basically dividing by 10 and both ends are cancelled out. So we have 297 divided by 45. All right. So let me simplify this. We have to go to 5 times table now. Okay, so both numbers are divisible by 3. Yes, 3 times 9 is 27, and then again 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 5 is 15. And then it is divisible by 3. 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 5 is 15. So 33 by 5 we have to find in terms of decimal. So we have to do 5 times table and 33. 3 times 6 is 30. Subtracted, we have 3 and 0, decimal and decimal, bring the 0 down. 3 times 6 would be 30. So cancel it out, it is 0. So 6.6 is the length xd. Question number 18, we have the function f of x, g of x, and h of x. Number A1, find f of negative 3. So what is f of negative 3? 3 into minus 2 into minus 3. Just substitute x with minus 3. And this would be 3, and negative times negative is positive. 2 times 3 would be 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. For the second part, find g f of minus 3, g. And what is f of minus 3? We have done f of minus 3, which is 9. So basically we have to find g of 9. 2 into 9 plus 3. Just replace x with 3. 2 times 9 is 18, and 18 plus 3, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Now for part B, find f inverse of x. We have f of x. For f inverse of x, we can say y equals to the function f of x, which is 3 minus 2x. And in the next step, we have to switch the variables. So x should be equals to 3 minus 2y. And in the next step, we have to solve for y. So x, subtracting the 3 on the other side, this would be negative 2y. Dividing by minus 2 on both sides. Right? So we can say f inverse of x is 3 minus x divided by 2. What I did over here, I just took the negative sign from the numerator and the denominator and cancelled it out. Or you can keep it 3 minus x by 2. Okay, now for part C, find x when g of x equals to 7. Okay, g and g of x is 2x plus 3. This would be equals to 7. What is g of 2x plus 3? As we know that g of x is 2x plus 3. So we have to replace x with 2x plus 3. 2 into 2x plus 3 equals to 7. So 2 times 2 is 4x. 2 times 3 would be 6 plus 3 minus 7. This would be equals to 0, right? So we have 4x, and this is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from 9 take away 7, which is 2. So 4x plus 2, this would be equals to 0. And from here we have to solve for x. We have 4x would be equals to negative 2. Dividing both sides by 4 to solve for x. X would be equals to negative 1 by 2. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. So negative half is the x. Now for part D, find x when h inverse of x equals to 5. Okay, we have given h of x in the question, which is 2 to the power x. Find h inverse of x. Okay, so we have to solve for x. This is h inverse. When we shift this h inverse on the other side, or taking h on both sides, h of h inverse of x equals to h of 5. H and h inverses cancel. X would be equals to h of 5. And x would be equals to what is h of 5? 2 to the power 5. This is 32. Question number 19, part A, we have to simplify this. Okay, so for simplify 32. Okay, let me find the prime factorization of 32 first, which is 2 to the power 5. Yes, let me do it again. As we know, 32 is 2 to the power 5, but let's do 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 1 is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 32 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, plus what is 98? 98, again 2 times table. 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 9 is 18, 7 times 7 is 49, and 7 times 1 is 7. So that's the prime factorization of 98. All right. So make the pairs. So this is the pair of 2, and the pair of 7. Okay, so from here we know that 2 square times 2 square times 2. Make the pairs as square, plus 2 into 7 square. So the square and the square roots are cancelled out, right? So we have 2 into 2 into root 2 plus 7 into root 2. So we have 4 root 2 plus 7 root 2. So 4 plus 7, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Yeah, it's 11 root 2. Now for part B, rationalize the denominator. All right, so whenever we are rationalizing the denominator, we have to multiply and divide with the conjugate of the denominator, which is root 2 minus 1 over root 2 minus 1. The conjugate is the opposite, right? Okay, and the next step, simplify 1 times this quantity is root 2 minus 1. And this is a plus b and a minus b. That formula I'm going to use over here. A plus b and a minus b. This should be equals to a square minus b square. All right, the first term is root 2 square, which is root 2 square minus 1 square. This is root 2 minus 1 over 2 minus 1. This is root 2 minus 1 over 1. So the simplified answer is root 2 minus 1. Question number 20. Y is inversely proportional to the square root of x when y is 8, x is 4. Find y when x is 49. So first let me use this information since we have given the proportionality equation. So y would be equals to some constant of proportionality times 1 over root x. All right, because whenever we have to remove the proportionality sign, we have to add some constant of proportionality, right? Okay, so to solve this constant of proportionality, we have to use the condition y value is 8 and the x value is 4. 8 equals to k times 1 over root 4. 8 equals to k into 1 over 2. Root 4 is basically 2. And cross multiplication times by 2 on both sides to get the k value. 2 times 8 is 16. That is my k. So I got the k. So let me substitute the k over here. So y is equals to 16 over root x. Now solve for y when x is 49. Y is equals to 16 over square root of 49. 49 is a perfect square of 7. So y would be equals to 16 over 7. 7 times 7 is 49. So the answer is 16 over 7. Question number 21. In this question, all measurements are in centimeters. The height of the triangle is h and the height of the rectangle is h plus 2. The length of the base of the triangle is x and the length of the rectangle is x plus 1. The area of the triangle is 11 centimeter square and the area of the rectangle is 39 centimeter square. Number A. Write down an expression in terms of x for the height of the rectangle. Okay, so the height of the rectangle, we have to find the height of the rectangle is h plus 2. But we have to find this in terms of x, right? Using the formation of information about the area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is 39 centimeter square and its formula is length times width. So the length is x plus 1 and the width is h plus 2. Okay, so 39 divides x plus 1. This is h plus 2. So the height of the rectangle h plus 2 in terms of x is this, which is 39 over x plus 1. Now for part B, show that this equation. All right. So area of a rectangle is length times width, and area of a triangle is half base times height. Let me use this information as well to solve for h. Let me put the h value over here to get this expression. Area of a triangle, which is 11, and this is equals to half base is x and the height is h. Let me solve for h from here. This is 11 divided by x and times by 2. This is the h, which is 22 over x. Let me substitute this h value over here. Okay, so we have 39 over x plus 1 minus the h equals to 2. 39 over x plus 1 minus the h is 22 over x, and this is equals to 2, right? Let me simplify this expression now. So make the cross multiplication we have to do. 39 is times by x and negative 22 is times by x plus 1, and in the denominator we have x into x plus 1, and this is equals to 2, right? This is 39x minus 22x and minus 22. This is equals to 2x square and plus 2x, right? Okay, so now simplify 39 minus 22. From 39 take away 22 is 17. Yeah, that is 17x minus 22 minus 2x square and minus 2x. This is equals to 0. Okay, minus 2x square from 17 and minus 2 is plus 15x, and minus 22 equals to 0. Taking negative sign common, 2x square minus 15x and plus 22 equals to 0. Divide both sides by negative sign, so you will get the same equation, which is 2x square minus 15x plus 22 equals to 0. Now for part C, by factorizing and solving this equation, find the two possible heights of the triangle. All right, factorize. We have to factorize this. So for factorizing, we can multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant term, that is 2 times 22, that is 44. Find out the factors of 44. 4 times 11 is also 44, and when we do minus 4 minus 11, that is negative 15. We can break the midterm. So 2x square minus 4x minus 11x plus 22 equals to 0. Let me take 2x common. We have x minus 2. Negative 11 is common. X minus 2 equals to 0. The two factors are x minus 2 and 2x minus 11 equals to 0. So x minus 2 is equals to 0. So from here x value is 2, and 2x minus 11 is equals to 0, and x value is 11 by 2, right? These are the two x values, but we have to find the two possible heights of the triangle. So here is a triangle. We have to find the two possible heights of that triangle. So we got the two possible value. X is equals to 2, or we can say x is equals to 11 by 2, right? And we have the area of the triangle is 11 centimeters square. So let me use this information. Area is 11, which is half, base is 2, let's say, times by the height. So it is cancelled out. So 11 is the height. The first approximation is 11. Okay, use the second approximation. Area of the triangle is 11, which is half. The base I'm going to use is 11 by 2 multiply by the height. So 11 and 11 is cancelled out. So 1 equals to 1 by 4 times height. Cross multiplication. 4 is equals to the height. The height is 4 or the height is 11. So these are the two possible heights for the triangle. Question number 22. Find the exact value of x. This is a right angle triangle. Okay, so angle to front side is opposite. This is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. We can use the primary trigonometric ratios over here. Sine 30 degree is opposite over hypotenuse. No, we cannot apply. Cos 30 degree is adjacent over hypotenuse. We can apply this. Cos 30 adjacent is 8 centimeter and hypotenuse is x. So what is x? X would be equals to 8 over cos of 30 degrees. 30 degree is a special angle. And we know cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Yes. So x is 8 divides square root of 3 by 2. Or we can say x is equals to 8 times 2 over root 3. 8 times 2 or 2 times 8 is 16 over root 3. This is my x. 16 over square root of 3. Question number 23, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So cross multiplication, 3 is multiplied with the opposite denominator. Negative 4 is multiplied with the opposite denominator. Divided by x minus 4 and x plus 3. Let me keep it as a factored form, the denominator. Okay. This is 3x, 3 times 3 is 9, minus 4x, negative times negative is positive, 4 times 4 is 16, over x minus 4 and x plus 3. Okay, so from 3 take away 4 is minus x, and in 16 add 9. In 16 if I add 10 is 25, so add subtracting 1 is 20, 26, 25, yes. Plus 25 divided by x minus 4 and x plus 3. So this is 25 minus x divides the factors at x minus 4 and x plus 3. This is a fraction in its simplest form. Question number 24, part A. Write standard form of the quadratic in the form. This would be the vertex form. So we have to apply the completing square method. So we can say x square minus 4x in the bracket and plus 7. You have to combine the first two terms, right? Now what we have to do inside the bracket, we have to take the coefficient of x, that is negative 4, right? Negative 4 divided by 2. Every time you have to take the coefficient of x and divide that number by 2. So you will get negative 2 and take out its whole square, that is equals to 4. So you have to add 4 and subtract 4 in the bracket and plus 7. This is x square minus 4x and plus 4. Negative 4 and plus 7. The square is completed, x minus 2 whole square, and from 7 take away 4. This is 3. So this form is x minus 2 whole square plus 3. So from here the a value is 2 and the b value is 3. Now for part B, write down the coordinates of the turning points of the graph. All right. Turning points. Turning points are basically the vertex point. Vertex point of the graph. The parabola vertex point is the maximum point or the minimum point. As you can see, the x square coefficient is positive, so the opening of the parabola is upward, so the minimum point would be the turning point. And the vertex in this case is 2 and 3. This is the vertex. So we have to convert the standard form into vertex form, x minus h whole square plus k. So our vertex is the h and the k. This negative is the part of the formula. So the h is 2 and the k value is 3. Question number 25. The two shapes are mathematically similar. All right. The area of the larger shape is 36 centimeters square and the area of the smaller shape is 25 centimeters square. The height of the larger shape is 9 centimeter and the height of the smaller shape is x centimeter. Find the value of x. Since the shapes are mathematically similar, so the ratios of their corresponding sides are equal, since there is just one side, and we have given the information about the area, so the ratio of their area and the sides are the ratio of their sides are square of the ratios of their areas. All right, so the ratios of their sides are 9 over x, and the ratios of their areas, which is 36 is for the larger and 25 is the smaller, right? the sides its square, right? Or we can say that the side A and the side B and the area of shape A and area of shape B, that is the formula. So when the ratios of the areas is equals to the square of ratios of their side, when the ratios of the volume is cube of the ratios of the sides, right? Since they are not we're not working with the volumes, so we are just doing the squares. Okay, to get rid of the squares, taking the square roots on both sides. This square and square root is cancel out. 9 over x, the square root of 36 is 6 and 25 is 5. Cross multiplication, 9 times 5 equals to 6 times of x. And 9 times 5 is 45 divided by 6. This is my x, right? Or simplify this further. So 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 5 is 15. So 15 by 2 in its simplest form is the x. 15 by 2 centimeter is x. Question number 26, we have the function f of x. Number A, on the diagram, sketch the graph of y equals to f of x for x is between -3 to +4. Show the values of the intersection with the vertices. Okay, so we have to sketch this. All right, so we have the zeros. First is 0. The next 0 is -2 over here, and the other one is positive of 3. All right. Okay. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2 is over here, let's say, and 1 is over here. Okay. The zeros are x equals to 0, x plus 2 is equals to 0. From here, x is equals to -2, and x minus 3 is equals to 0. So x would be equals to 3. The first x-intercept is 0. The other one is negative of 2. Let's say this is -2, and the next is positive of 3. 0, -2, and 3. These are the 3 zeros. And what is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is a point when x is equals to 0. So when x is equals to 0, this whole quantity is 0. So y-intercept is also 0. 0 and 0. All right. Now this is the cubic polynomial. So the graph of the cubic polynomial extends from first to third or second to fourth quadrant, right? Since the leading coefficient is positive, so the graph is extending from the first to the third quadrant. First to the third quadrant, all right. So let me graph this out first, and then going down. The y-intercept is also the same, 0. This would be the sketch for this function. Moving to part B, expand and simplify this. Okay. This is x is outside. X times x, x times 3, -3, 2x, and 2 times 3 would be 6. This is x into x square minus x minus 6. And then this is x cube minus x square minus 6x. This is the expanded form. All right. Now for part C, A is the point 1 and -6. The tangent to the graph of y equals to f of x at A meets the y-axis at B. Find the coordinates of B. Okay, the tangent to the graph of y equals to f of x. So this is f of x, right? So we have basically y equals to x cube minus x square minus 6x. For tangent, we need dy over dx, which is 3x square minus 2x and minus 6. I just differentiated, right? Okay, so the tangent is done. The gradient is done at the point 1 and -6. So what is the gradient at x is equals to 1? This is 3 minus 2 minus 6. This is 3 and minus 8. This is equals to minus 5, right? Now let me write down the equation of gradient, which is y minus y naught equals to m into x minus x naught. This is the equation of tangent, right? So y minus y naught is this point, which is plus 6. Gradient is negative 5, and x minus x naught is this point, which is 1. This is the equation of tangent at point A. It meets the y-axis at point B. When it meets the y-axis, it means x component is equals to 0. We have to find the coordinates of B. It meets the y-axis. So y plus 6 is equals to minus 5. X component is 0 equals to minus 1, which is equals to 5. So 6 would be equal, 5 equals to 5 minus 6, which is equals to negative 1. So we can say the coordinates of B, x component is 0 and the y component is negative 1. So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.